Hello, Leo. Welcome to your weekly reading. This is going to be for the week of the 12th to the 18th of February. So happy Valentine's Day. I hope you guys have an incredible week, but we will look and see. Alrighty. I'm just going to shuffle the cards, and as I do, feel free to check the link down below. I still have a 7-day free trial for the Aura app. It's an amazing all-in-one meditation app, so feel free if you want to get into meditation and step into that, then definitely check out the link. It's pretty much risk-free. It's a free trial, so feel free to go and check it out. If you do like it and enjoy it, then you get 25% off the membership if you want. I also have a video on how it helped me, because it actually is legitimately an app I actually enjoy and still use and have done for the last 10 months. And I love it, so feel free to go check it out and check the video out if you need more information about it. All right, but anyway, let's dive into your reading by angels. Let's see for my lovely Leos. By the way, we also have a love reading at the end, just a little mini one for you, so feel free to go straight to it if that's why you're here, or again, wait till the end with me until we get to it. But anyway, let's dive in. This is the Modern Witch Tarot deck, okay, for those who are very curious about the decks I use at times. So let's dive in. All right, my angels. So this is going to represent your energy for the week, Leo. We have the Judgment. Aries just had this in their future position, so it feels like you're one step ahead. This is about release, forgiving, understanding a lesson. It's also about a calling, all right, listening to the calling, a higher calling here. So for a lot of you, that definitely feels like you're passing a test of some sort to go to a new level, okay? And you're feeling that because this is coming up in your energy, Leo. This is a feeling that you have deep down, is that there is something calling for more, or you're ready for an upgrade or something like that, okay? Let's clarify it for you. Judgment, please, Spirit, for Leo. Ew, that's, oh, it's only 2. I thought this was, these are not ill cards. These are good cards. You have the Emperor and the... Unless it is, for some of you, this could be a person. 8 of Wands and the Emperor could represent a message coming in. I didn't mean to say ill because it was just because I thought a whole chunk of the deck came out and it didn't. So for some of you, there could be some communication either from an Aries or from a masculine energy. Energy doesn't have to be gendered. This is someone who usually likes to be in control. This is someone who's quite dominant in their nature, in their demeanor, okay? So this could be a father figure, could be a boss. For some of you, I mean, this could very well be communication that you're desiring. This could very much be reconciliation with someone that you definitely feels like someone that you know, whoever this Emperor is, okay? But with the Judgment card, however you're dealing with this, it feels like you're dealing with this differently. You're learning a lesson, or you're moving forward, whether it's reconciliation and now you understand and now this person's coming in, or maybe it is an ill person, someone that you don't really want around, but now that they're communicating with you, it gives you the chance to release and let go, which is also what Judgment can mean. And for some of you, this could very well be that you are actually moving into the Emperor position, Leo. So for some of you, if you're creating your own company, if you're sorting your own empire out, if you're stepping into that masculine energy within yourself, which is a very powerful, both energies are very powerful, but this is more towards taking action on something and going full force and being disciplined and all that kind of stuff. You know, this can actually represent the fact that you are getting the clear sign to go ahead with something, and life is really going to start picking up pace for you. The 8 of Wands is about moving in the right direction. So in general, I really am proud of you. That's the first thing I want to say. This is a very good reading already, because regardless, the way that you're handling a situation moving forward is boosting you into a very new energy, one where you completely understand what you need to do. You're listening to that calling. I feel like I just saw an orb in my eye. That was strange. Like it just like moved across my eye. It was very weird. But anyway, it's just distracting me here. Things are moving forward for you, all right? In any way that you literally like. Specifically, this Emperor energy is very important. Let's go in and see what your challenge will be this week, Hierophant. It could be in terms of relationships, or, you know, sticking to what's traditional. This reminds me within your reading today of the by the book card in one of my other oracle decks, what it means is that doing things the traditional way is a challenge for you. I don't think you like it, but maybe you're understanding that, you kind of got to do what works to begin with, to then kind of experiment and do things differently later on. Like if you're starting a business, you kind of have to go through the route of, okay, starting up the company, registering through the legal situations, blah, blah, blah. Like it's like that. Or in order to, I don't know, I can't think of another example, to be honest with you, but I'm hoping that you know what I'm talking about. The traditional things are what you're feeling challenged by. Could it be pertaining to a relationship? So let's get a clarifier. All right, let's see. For the Hierophant, please. For Leo as a challenge. Why is this a challenge? The Hanged Man. Now, the Hanged Man is a card of stagnancy, potentially some delays, to be honest with you. It's also a card that represents seeing things in a different perspective, and maybe that's something that's going to actually get you through this Hierophant. I kind of feel like this Hierophant is necessary. There's a few ways that this can go. For some of you, this could be pertaining to a current relationship, for example. The challenge is the relationship. You could be having some issues in a marriage or in a relationship with someone, all right? The Hanged Man is maybe there is some stagnancy here, or there is a need to look at something in a different perspective in order for this to move forward, for example, okay? He's upside down to see things differently, gains enlightenment from that, and is able to move forward with this newfound belief or newfound understanding of something. All right. So for some of you, that will be your challenge, is being able to actually look at something differently, to be able to resolve something or deal with this Hierophant energy. Because for some reason in your reading, the way I'm picking up on this is that, again, this could be a very traditional route that you're wanting to go down. That could be the challenge for you. But, completely with the Hanged Man, it's nothing that is too challenging. It literally is just requiring a different perspective, which can be hard with that Taurus energy. Maybe there's a little bit of stubbornness within you that's like, no, screw it, I'm going to do things my own way. But in this case, it kind of feels like it's necessary and will help you. So, do what you like at the end of the day, Leo. But let's see what's going on in terms of what the universe is asking for you to focus on this week. Is a Page of Wands. This could be a messenger, okay? So making sure there could be a message coming in that they're wanting you to focus on. This feels like good news. Page of Wands kind of have a lot of different meanings for me. In terms of what to focus on, it does kind of come in and asks for creativity and making sure that you are listening to your inner child when it's wanting to go out and do something. So whether that is engaging in passions this week, whether it is, calling for some socializing, having fun, whatever that means to you, I kind of associate the Page of Wands with that in that position. But let's clarify it. Page of Wands, then Knight of Swords. Interesting. What to focus on for Leo? Oh, you have the Nine of Cups and the Ace of Swords. That's about victory. Clearly you're getting some good news in regards to something that you're wishing for. Nine of Swords, Page of Wands. I mean, there's a couple of ways I want to say this. For some of you, you are getting good news this week in regards to something that you've been wanting and desiring, okay? This is wish fulfillment and victory and communication, all right? And a new beginning, all right, which is something that's coming in here. Again, we do have a little bit of a theme going on in regards to a return of something, or in regards to having some sort of information that's going to boost you forward. So expect a message coming in, Leo. It's quite a big message. You are going to hear what you want to hear in a good way. Like you're going to be receiving something that you are wanting. It's good news. Yeah, that's what they want you to focus on, is this thing that's coming up here. It's really going to help you moving forward. All righty, let's dive into your recent past and what is behind you. You're the Wheel of Fortune. So recently, it feels like your fate has changed. It's very likely you thought you were going in a certain direction and this is where it was going to head, but something feels like it has reversed, or something else has kind of come up and has taken. I'm feeling a little bit like this could even be like astrological. It feels like your focus has changed. I want to call it your fate. I guess it's your fortune has changed. Some of you may have been on like a bad luck streak and now you're on a good luck streak. But I kind of feel like there is this energy that the thing that you were focused on, the wheel is always turning basically, and now you're going into a new phase. But this has happened recently. This is not something that's happening now. It's happened in the recent past. Clarify the Wheel of Fortune, please, for Leo. 6 of Wands. Well, that's very good. That's saying your luck has changed lately. One more. The Moon. Right. So, the Moon kind of generally, I can never say that word. I always get it confused with genuinely. I have to really... Generally... The Moon card is about the kind of subconscious. It's those deep emotions. I always see it as that. Could be a belief system, for example. Sometimes it's also about the things that are hidden. Maybe you were in a bit of like a dark night of the soul energy in the recent past, or in the past in general, in the last chapter of your life, let's call it. The Wheel of Fortune is kind of about expansion now. So it feels like things have been brought to light. If there have been any subconscious beliefs that have held you back, those have changed. All right. If there was like kind of like, if you were in, I'm kind of picking up like in a bad environment. The Moon is always a loud card for me. Because it's a card that kind of represents that something is in the air, and it's kind of can create a bit of distortions. I mean, it could also represent that things were hidden from you, for example. But the Wheel of Fortune is kind of saying that you were able to rise above it. You were able to kind of go through that, hold tight within that, and keep moving forward. Maybe because of that, the wheel is turning. Or whether that moon kind of faded, the sun was shone on a situation, you came out of that successfully. This is a card of victory. It's a card of good luck. All right. So that's something that they're pointing out to you. Let's look at what your strengths will be. This week is the 8 of Swords, not overthinking, all right? This is telling me that you're probably prone to do that already. 8 of Swords is kind of feeling a little bit trapped or cornered by life. It could be very well the situation that you've been dealing with. Sometimes it's about being so stuck in our mind on the problems rather than the solution. So all you're seeing are problems, and that's all that you're thinking about is how you're stuck. But if she actually untied herself, if she actually took the blindfold off, in this deck usually it's saying that the things that are binding her are actually very loose. So it can come in a sense of like a victim mindset. I don't want to trigger anyone about that because your experiences are very real. Okay, so this is just a tarot reading and I don't know your life, so just make sure that you remember that before being triggered. The 8 of Swords is almost like sometimes it's easier to go, oh my god, my life is just completely falling apart around me and there's nothing I can do and I'm stuck here and I don't know what I can do, and you know, problems are always coming up, or whatever the story is. You are generally going through some issues. Those swords are real, but the fact that she can actually take the blindfold off and look in front of her and go, oh, there is an opening, I'm not as stuck as I thought, is basically the advice that's coming through with that card. It's about coming out that headspace, and coming out that old story is also something I want to say. In the past, you were stuck. Maybe that you build a habit on that, and again, that's completely normal, and it happens when you go through experiences like that. So again, it's just about changing things a little bit and actually I'm more in control than I thought. And maybe that's what this new chapter is about. It's about taking control of your life, Leo. All right, let's see. King of Swords. Look at this clear energy. Your strengths this week is kind of calling attention to things within yourself, thoughts within yourself that are in this kind of mindset of being stuck. King of Swords is very good at making decisions. He's very intelligent. So this is representing you guys, by the way. You're very intelligent. You're very clear on what it is that you want, what you desire, and also how to deal with situations. Leo, you're kind of coming across as somebody who's very good at giving other people advice. You're very clear. Well, why didn't you just do this? Or what about that? You're very good at seeing solutions to other people's issues. It's time to do that to yours. Okay, that would be your strength this week. That's what it feels like. So you are in this King of Swords position. I'm seeing you as that. So it's almost like there is a part of your mind that already is in this very clear thinking. A applying that to your thought process where you feel stuck will be a very big strength for you, and it will really kind of call an end to that part of yourself that would rather go, oh no, I'm stuck, there's nothing I can do, I can't move forward. It kind of procrastination. It's like finding a reason to stay stuck rather than actually going, oh hey, I can free myself, I can take control. All right, now let's get you a card for what's going on moving forward in your near future. You have the Two of Wands. This is a card of expansion, it's a card of growth. All right, it's a card of looking out into the horizon and thinking big when it comes down to what it is that you desire. Okay, there could be some like travel coming up, or again, a very big plan that you guys will be focusing on or looking at. You know, it's kind of about planning, the Two of Wands. So let's clarify this energy for you. You have Judgment again and the Four of Cups. Four of Cups represents being a little bit jaded or maybe rejecting something that might be coming in for you. Okay, Judgment is very similar, well, it's exactly the same card as what you had in your energy. So what it feels like is happening is maybe this part of yourself that would reject new things or would reject other people's ideas, or a part of yourself that may felt quite bored or jaded by how your life has been. This Judgment energy is saying that this new energy is coming in from within you, is helping you to plan moving forward. Okay, just be mindful. You are being called to a certain specific thing, so you'll know of this already, to expand in what you're doing already, or to kind of travel somewhere. For example, there's something calling you with that Judgment energy. It's very clear. But the Four of Cups is sometimes like, oh no, I don't want that. I don't want that because it's not it's not what I want to do right now. Or make sure you like the videos, guys. Sorry. The thing is very sensitive to your hand gestures, and that's where it comes up. But yeah, Four of Cups is sometimes like, oh, I don't want that, it doesn't look exactly how I want it. Just be mindful that we're not rejecting things that are actually quite beneficial to you and that will help you grow, because something is calling for you. All right, just one more for your overall energy, then we'll go into your love readings. They want to clarify that Four of Cups again. I felt like I wasn't doing that right. Thanks, Spirit. All right, giving me a second chance to go over what this card actually means. So we will clarify it just to make sure I am reciting the message as well. Literally on her t-shirt or her hoodie, it says over it. You know, her arms are folded. She's very closed off to this thing. She's ignoring it. So just be mindful that we're not doing that when it comes down to new opportunities or maybe new ideas. Like, don't close yourself. Don't be... what's the right word for it? You know, don't close yourself off to ideas at first glance. You know, it might not seem, oh, that's not going to take me anywhere though. Like, oh, that doesn't seem like it. You know, don't close yourself off from something, because it actually could be a really good way to get to where it is that you want to go. For example, let's clarify Four of Cups. The Knight of Cups. Some of you, we might be moving on to potentially some romance already. This is Piscean energy. This could represent your feelings to something. Knight of Cups could very well be maybe a romantic offer for some of you. Maybe somebody is a part of your future. We will dive into your love messages a little bit later. And we'll pull one more. Sometimes the Knight of Cups is like, it potentially is an idea that's coming through for you and that you're feeling called to do, but it's something that might be emotionally challenging. I say that because the Knight of Cups when it's outside of love, it's a card of where you kind of have to go through those difficult emotions to get to that other side, to get where it is that you want to go. It's about wearing your heart on your sleeve, being open, being vulnerable. And most things that we have to do that are outside our comfort zone require this Knight of Cups energy. That's how I read it. That's how I read the card anyway. So for some of you, you might be closing yourself off to ways that are emotionally challenging, yes, but in a way of where it's leading you to better things. It's helping you to be vulnerable. It's helping you to open up. I want to say your heart space. Open up to not allowing your feelings to kind of run the show a little bit. There's no harm in doing things based off of your feelings, because in fact you kind of need your feelings to get to the other side. But it's like, don't close yourself off. I hope you guys understand what I'm saying, because it's quite hard to recite this. Like, all right, Knight of Cups, please, just to clarify the Four of Cups. Three of Cups. Right. Now, what this is representing here, for some of you, could definitely be like a new friendship coming in. You might not feel like you want one or whatever because, the Three of Cups represents, things that you're grateful for already, things that you're celebrating already, or potentially friendships. She's got 3 and she's rejecting anything else coming to her. It does feel like there is an offer. Some of you will be passive, some of you will be an experience. And you're going, I've already kind of done that. I don't really want that. You're acknowledging that you've already done something, already have something, so you're not open to anything else. So they're kind of asking you not to do that. But anyway, all right, my angels, I'm going to dive into your love energies. It's a mini reading I thought I'd add on for the sake of the occasion. Valentine's. So let's have a little look. I'm just going to put these cards back. But in the meantime, make sure you like and subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know down below if the reading resonates with you. But let's dive into your romantic life. Okay, for my lovely Leos, this kind of energy, express your love. It says go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So I will read this in multiple different ways because we got the singles, we got the people in relationships, we got the people dating, So I will talk about it. All right, let's see. One more, please, for Leo. Oh, interesting. Well, you have expressed your love in very soon. So let's go with people who are single. Well, express your love in very soon. It says clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. For those who are single, this literally is basically saying to make sure that you are opening yourself up to love. Maybe that was a message in your reading when it comes down to your future, because something is actually coming in. Make sure that you are deciding what it is that you want. Go ahead and imagine it, think about it, visualize it, and make sure that you are open to it, because it does feel like it's going to come in very soon. For some of you who are dating, someone could actually be a little bit confused about whether you are actually wanting them or not. So they're asking you clearly decide, because this person is in and wants this. So if you want it too, then make sure that you give them a little bit of a nudge. Meaning that if you make a romantic gesture to this person, I think they're actually more likely going to make a move for you or open up a little bit more. I feel like when you take a step, they'll take a step, which you might not like, Leo, but that's just the energy I'm getting. It's like someone's a little bit careful with their approach to you. So there we go. For those of you in a relationship, there definitely could be, I want to say renewal. For some of you, Leos, and I am going to pull out some more cards, by the way, for this. But I want to make sure I'm covering everyone, because the energy is always the same. It's just different kind of ways that we relate to it. There is something happening very soon in this dynamic, so go ahead and make the romantic gesture. There is something coming up, maybe a deepening of the connection, kind of feeling like maybe a new chapter, for example. All right, let's see. For Leo, in terms of love, the Emperor. Well, didn't we just have that? So the Emperor is coming into your reading. That's taking control of your romantic situation. Could very well, if that's not you, then it could very well be somebody outside of yourself, who will definitely be taking action, very clear on what it is that they want. So, all right, for Leo, you have the 9 of Wands. There's a bit of defensiveness about someone in this. All right, for Leo in love, the 2 of Wands. I think the defensiveness is coming from the fact that clearly someone you can say that this is you or not. If it's not you, then it's the person that you will be or are dealing with. Someone's a little bit closed off. I feel like this could very well be you, because you did have this in your energy. Someone's been hurt before, so they're very reluctant on what they let in. So much that they're in this masculine energy, which again doesn't have to be a bad thing, but sometimes it can not prioritize love and relationships. So in this case, it's almost like Spirit is asking, if this is you, asking for you to really kind of clearly decide what you want, like plan about it, think about the future here. Because it does feel like someone's coming in. It does feel like you do want love, I will be honest, but this very strong poker face, I've been hurt before, I'm not letting anyone into my life, is kind of blocking you from knowing what you really desire. And I will kind of represent that 4 of Cups here again. It's stubbornness. It's like, I'm not looking at it. I don't want love. I don't want it. What do you really do? If you're that defiant, I kind of feel like there's this more of the need to, you feel like you need to be in control, which is why you reject it way before, it can even reject you. And that's for some of you out there, okay? If you do have feelings for someone, go ahead and make the romantic gesture, all right? Or open yourself up could even be something, be able to express your love to yourself, to people around you, and be open, because it does feel like love will be coming in very soon. In a dynamic, clearly is some sort of blockage here because someone is very defensive, might need to be looking at the bigger picture, or if someone clearly is toxic, then we want to move away from that. That's just one thing I'll say outside of the tarot. We don't need to ask the tarot about that. That's just something we have to make a decision on, okay? That requires you to make a decision on, okay, actually, is this what I want to settle with? Do I want to have this for the rest of my life? Not relying on people's potential is very important, Leo, for those who need to hear it. This is outside of this message. For those who need to hear it, Leo, god damn, you are an amazing person, all right? Maybe we all have our flaws and things to work on, but if you're someone who genuinely works on your issues and is ready to accept it or own up to it if they need to, then if the other person's not doing that, or the other person has control issues, or they're toxic and they don't come across as someone who really is going to change, or even if they said that they did, they're not doing it and it's been some time now, you're going to have to make the decision that's right for you, not for them, not for the relationship, because if they're not putting into a relationship, then it's just a one-sided thing. It's not really a relationship. All right, some of you might need to hear that, but anyway, for a lot of you, express your love, open yourself up to it, because there is something changing very soon in your love life, and it feels very good. All right, my angels, so I wish you all the best. I send you my love, and I hope to see you guys next time. All right.